Welcome back, everyone, to episode 3 of Let's Play Rule the Waves as the United States of America. So we're doing well in our first war so far. Things have gone well against the French. I mean, the victory points, it's a little premature to, say that we're a clear victor. This is not that many victory points. We'll also mention that I have renamed all the ships, so every ship you see, your name has been added if it's a match, and if it's not a match, that is still someone else's name. And it's wonderful that we have these names like Savannah, Indianapolis, Canberra. I've been given a little flack about adding Benedict Arnold. It's close enough that I think it's fair. Obviously, yeah, he was a traitor during the Revolutionary War, but as I posted in the Discord when somebody mentioned it, we'll just pretend that we forgot all about the second half of his career, because before that I think he was a fairly successful American general. Okay, so light cruisers are actually, I looked at the list again just to see how we're doing. We have plenty of armored cruiser names. We have a few more battleships that have been added, probably because I mentioned that we have plenty of space for those. Light cruisers might actually be the next one coming up in terms of what I need for names. So just to keep you guys updated, because again, you can always go back, click the list in the video description, the link to the Google form with the ship names. You can just go back and you can change your values. Now, if I put your ship name in the game, it's highlighted, it's orange, it's done. So you can change your name, or basically don't. I would prefer you don't, because it might confuse me, but no sense in changing your ship type or anything after you already have one in. Obviously, supporters, you guys are in a different... I need to actually make the supporters one so it can be used multiple times. Okay, so anyways, let's push on. Again, this monthly balance is pretty high. And I don't have... only 2 more months, my goodness. Oh, somebody was mentioning that I can actually get my training priorities back. And I think that this is what I want. 50%, 2 million, that's extremely expensive. Is it going to be... Oh, so that's per year then? Okay, that's... Wait a second. It did not cost us anything. Maybe it takes a month to take effect. Wow, we got them both. And Minnesota's in the yard. We can secure better terms. Yes, very good. Okay, there it is. 1.8, there it is. That's a lot of money. So, enhances damage from penetrating hits. Very good. They are sinking some of our, convoy ships, but unrest at 1, I think we can manage. We're at a sizable advantage here. Enemy coastal raid. I hate those missions. We will decline that. Unfortunately, that was the only one we were offered, but I'm going to stick to my guns on that one. I think we made the right decision. So, let's see what's going on. There's the Minnesota. Oh, good. She's the one on the East Coast. That's the best one to have duck out for a moment. No naval invasions yet. I'm still holding out hope that we'll get one. I may even push another battleship. Yeah, they have one battleship. And we're over the 3-to-1 ratio, the magic 3-to-1 ratio. We have plenty of light cruisers in here. So let's think about moving a few more to the Caribbean. Okay, how? Oh, I see. We've added a few more. So let's add 3 more and an armored cruiser. We don't have any available. Okay, so let's add 3 more light cruisers to the Caribbean in hopes that we can force a naval invasion there. And we'll have to be okay with however many ships we have in Southeast Asia. Wow, perfect. With our fleet firmly in control of the waters in Southeast Asia, our troops have invaded the French possession of Annam, which is a very, very important one. High points, I think it's 5. We'll be able to see in a second, but now it's in particular very important for us not to lose, to end the war. Okay, wow, great turn for us. 2 new technologies. One was, I think, rate of fire. I didn't even remember what it was, and the other one was torpedoes. Convoy attack, battle in support of land combat. Absolutely, we will accept. And it looks like the war is... I mean, the battle's gonna start. Oh, okay, this is interesting. Maybe not good. These could be destroyers. We'll go squad max. And we do have 8-inch guns. Could we challenge? Yeah, it says sink 2 transports, so hopefully this is a convoy. We're coming in. The wind is out of the west, which favors us in an engagement. Let's just step this one along nice and carefully, okay, and then I abandoned that idea almost immediately. Could have an armored merchant cruiser in here, AMC, disguising itself as a transport, of course, as they would like to do. That's our time of day. I've forgotten to check that several times, but 10 o'clock in the morning, plenty of time. So we'll go after, yep, there's our prey. If we can sink that, we can come back and sink the rest. Now, this is going to be a successful mission, barring some unforeseen disaster. That looks like a destroyer, the way it's maneuvering. It says still light cruiser. I highly doubt it. So we'll just swoop in, I guess. Okay, there's the destroyer, as we knew it was. 28 knots. Can move at a quick pace. Luckily, we're going to be able to engage it with our 3-inch guns even. I think she will protect the AMC. So the good news is we'll just make a gun run through the middle, warm up our sights, and then we'll move on over this AMC. Now, does she have any torpedoes? She does have, wow, she has 50 mines. How do they have mine technology already? It's pretty impressive. So we should not have launched torpedoes. We actually took a hit from the... Wait a second. Did we? Okay, first of all, discourage firing torpedoes. No, it's okay. It's fine if they absolutely want to. I'll allow it. But what happened here? What the heck is this? Damage points. Oh, that's, I see. That must be the, let's see, that's the Matthew Perry flotation. Okay. So there are some damage points you can actually look at a glance. Interesting. Anyway, I'm not sure how they have mines on this. Oh, that's what I was trying to do. I was looking at, did we get hit? Oh, we did. Okay. And it was this mean old armed merchant cruiser, which doesn't have armor. 6-inch guns, but as long as we can just gun her down quickly, should be okay. There's 3-inch guns. Well, I mean, even 3-inch guns will make a difference because no armor. So even though 3-inch guns don't penetrate anything, they still penetrate nothing. Okay, good. So we accomplished that. I still am tempted to also chase down this. Oh man, we're not doing so well in that. In this armed merchant cruiser duel. Come on, just get her done. There we go. Now we're exchanging a few blows. Come on. Okay, let's just get close, and then after this, we're going to return to the convoy before I lose sight of her. Because I really want to get that destroyer. It's much more important, in my opinion. Come on, any other hits? Okay, she's right here. There we go. Just come up right alongside her. Maybe we'll launch torpedoes. Do we have... Nope. Okay, that's fine. Just scoop back down. I think we got her now. Let's go back down to the convoys. And I will just push on in time. Okay, there's the destroyer, I assume. Let's go right at her. Couple hits. Couple more. Chase her down. This is the one I want. Another hit. I mean, you'd think any of these would do a lot. 8-inch guns against a destroyer. We just can't catch up to her though. We're basically at the exact same speed. And I've lost sight of the convoy at this point too. I think she's down here. It's a lot of work chasing her. Maybe she has some flooding? I don't want to... I'll zoom out. I don't want to lose the other ones. Okay, I think the convoys are basically a lost cause now. Let's just focus on this. We're probably out of front guns now. Let's just check. Sometimes you have to hit spacebar multiple times. Yeah, ammo is at 56%. I imagine that's... forward gun is disabled on this one, so she still has some ammunition. And this is AP, which you don't want to use anyway, but okay, fine. We'll use it because we have no choice, right? And we're really close. Oh, she's on fire? My god. This ship gets away. I will be very impressed. You know, I mean, we have to tip our hats to the Framey class, the Framier. Let's pretend it's French. I mean, it is French, right? We've used so much ammunition on this one destroyer. But this is, rather than the AMC, this is actually the real prize, I would say. It's weird to say that, but in truth, it's reality. Oh god, it's almost the port. Okay, she's sunk now. So let's go back. And it's been almost too much time. I think the convoy would be right here. We'll just go for it. If we happen to catch her, well, good news. Probably, yeah, okay. So we actually went right by it already. But we had already done enough to... Did we get the... We had already done enough to complete our objective. Did we get the AMC in the end? Heavy damage, of course. Of course. Well, that's okay. We got mission accomplished and we got the destroyer, which was my priority, so I chose to go with the destroyer, and that I, pay the consequences. During this battle, group performance was adversely affected by poor living conditions away from home waters on some ships. What? Don't give me that. None of you have cramped accommodations. And nobody has a star or anything. So that's interesting. I didn't really know that could happen. Or maybe I did at some point, but... Anyway, 4 million more. I mean, it's that's a lot of money. We're going to have a lot of armored cruisers pretty soon here. I think we should go with another battleship, even though we have to build it. Ooh, we have to build it from... You know, what's funny is we haven't made any advances on our... oh, wait, no. We have our dock size. I was like, what is the limitation? Why were we building it out of Great Britain? Of course, because of the 16,000 tons. So what we could do is actually redesign one of these and then put it in our ports. And after that, we can rebuild. I mean, we can build them in our home port. Although it's been 3 years, it's probably with the technology time to just build a new... I mean, we could do the semi-Dreadnought. So I'm going to think about doing that, actually. Gradual increase in shell damage. Good. I'm not too worried about this. The little... I mean, if this war goes on for a long time, I believe that we just have an advantage. Slowly, we should invade colonies. Like right now, this is an invaded area, but... Look at Analum. Value of 5, base capacity of 50. French troops are resisting attacks by U.S. forces, so hopefully we can put the pressure on. 46 to 13. Yeah, that's still in the 3-to-1 ratio, so I don't know if that continues to help or once the invasion's going on, maybe it doesn't matter. Excuse me, I had to take a drink. Yeah, maybe the only thing that matters after you begin the invasion, is winning those little battles. I don't know. New docks completed. Don't let them off lightly. Thank goodness. So that's 4, and we'll attack again. They only have 1 destroyer. Well, that should be an easy victory, and we didn't even get a chance, so I guess... Is that a better victory or a worse one? Hard to say. We didn't get to sink a ship, but it should be a total victory if they decline the battle, so... Well, we built the new docks, but geez, we still have plenty of funds. Now, forts obviously are one of the things that scale into the late game the best. So maybe it's time to build forts wherever we might need them. I'm considering one in Guantanamo Bay. The Caribbean can end up being a very, lively area for conflict. So let's go ahead and do that. What did I say? In Guantanamo Bay. There it is. So we got one there. And we only have one, I think, in Puerto Rico. Let's get another one in Puerto Rico. I'll do it this way. It's another 6-inch. I prefer the 6 inches because, they're going to shoot down destroyers well. They don't really do that much against other stuff, but they're cheap. So, did we get another one? We did. Okay, good. That's not going to put much of a dent in our budget anyway. But it doesn't matter. So that's going to protect the Caribbean from counter invasions as well. In fact, we already have, 2 on the Philippines? 1, 2. Yeah, so that somewhat protects us from invasion, which is nice. Aha. French raider. The Manila Bay is a armored cruiser. Fantastic. Our first armored cruiser. I think we've only fought with... Have we fought with armored cruisers yet? I don't think so. Okay, here we go. Battle stations, battle stations, battle stations. Sound the klaxon. So the O'Bannon class, this is a beast. 10-inch guns, basically battleship-sized guns. Very big for armored cruisers. Pretty thick armor, 13,000 tons. Can still run you down at 22 knots. I am not at all disappointed with the design for this ship. And I assume the French are soon going to be very disappointed by it. Okay, we do have to kind of angle ourselves well here. They are 21 knots. In fact, we don't. We just get into range and start firing because they cannot escape us. Now, sometimes that speed estimate is off by... I've only seen it off by 1 knot. Oh, okay, so it's one of these where they want me to get dangerously close so they can torpedo me. Aha, I'm onto your games. I'm just going to ride their stern and not get torpedoed. In theory. Visibility, good. We're still in good visibility area. We'll just get a ride on them. I probably shouldn't be going normal. Spacebar gonna work? Okay, looks like spacebar will work. I might just advance one at a time because if they turn or do anything crazy, they'll be able to torpedo me. So ride them back this way. They're dishing out some good damage too. The splinters perforate uptakes, so that's a little confusing to me. I wonder where that hit. The belt did not penetrate. Secondary battery did get penetrated, but 2 inches of... yeah. Someone mentioned as well that you can just, with casemates, since it uses the belt armor, you can just ignore turret armor altogether. And that they've never seen any damage come from that. So, you can trust that if you'd like. I still stick with my 2 inches standard. It's not that much, and for peace of mind, I'm not sure if that's true. I imagine it is. The person who was relaying it was, I think it was El Cid, and he's more or less as knowledgeable or more so as I am in the game, I believe. So, it might have been someone else, speaking of, but okay, let's just avoid getting torpedoed and take her down from a distance. It's your targeting practice, and it's over. Okay, good. So there's our 2 land turrets, or land targets. Anyway. Okay, so this has been very productive so far. It's only been a quick 20 minutes, but we've already pulled ahead significantly in the war. Getting that light cruisers makes a big difference. It was nice to see our O'Bannon class out and getting some action. Because the armored cruisers is probably the most fun unit we have to deal with right now. The battle cruisers end up being like a blast to play as later, but we don't have those quite yet. Ooh, central firing. Okay, well, speaking of new ship classes for battleships, we'll probably get one. Well, we could just get the battleship. No, no, no. I think, yeah, I think we got, we'll aim for a new class. 1903, in fact, I'm already kind of hoping we'll get centerline turrets and stuff like that. So if we can just hold on, okay. More airs. Yeah, well, we'll just, oh, there we go. Build another one. I don't remember what the next name is, so we'll name it the Rochester. Cruiser action. Absolutely. They decline. That should be, that's 3. We've supported our engagement 3 times already. It looks like they have, ooh. Well, we will accept. They said they had 2 armored cruisers there. I was willing to go 1 versus 2, but maybe it was not correct reporting. By the way, we have excellent tensions with Germany in all this, despite the fact that I have their intel on high. I do this, I mentioned this to one person in the comments, but I do this because I want to steal technology from them. These are the 3 most likely to exceed me in technology. Obviously, poor education, usually doesn't have the budget, and poor education, so unlikely that we'll take technology from those other 3. The most likely scenario is they'll take technology from us. Yes, we can secure better terms, just wait for this invasion. Okay, another armored cruiser. Absolutely, would absolutely love to get the Savannah out there. This one's going to be in the afternoon, so we have time. Early afternoon, I'd say. Okay, there it is, Squad Max. Let's hold out hope that we have an armored cruiser here. Yeah, I think we do. We're going in. Alright, so if it was classified as a battleship, I hit pause spacebar 3 or 4 times there. Anyway, let's see what we have. 9-inch guns, 7-inch secondaries, 5-inch... I mean, this is basically slightly advantaged for us. You can just put that in terms of tonnage. So, close enough that we have to be careful. They apparently don't think so. They're just running right away. Interesting. So we'll go ahead and, what was their speed at? 20. So we'll go ahead and just try to close with them using our speed advantage, and then we'll just try to play this game where we open up broadsides, and then when they go to broadside we narrow in. The reason I want to do that is so that, actually, you know what? Hold fire for 10 minutes. Let's go ahead and close in before we fire. In fact, I'm just going to tell you to hold fire altogether. Don't waste your ammunition until you can see the whites of their eyes. Although, you know, it's sometimes not a good thing to wait this long because we could be hit. But if they're wasting their ammo, who knows how much ammunition the AI has. How are we doing now? That's pretty close. Let me change to 10 minutes. And after 10 minutes, feel free to open fire. Okay, now would be a good time to open fire. Took a few hits there because my... Oh man, they knocked our speed down to 20. But wait, that should be their speed. And that's funny that they've been running this long and they're still able to keep up that speed even. How are we doing now? Spacebar. Oh gosh. AI does not respond. I mean, the interface does not respond. Can be frustrating. Yeah, was it because of speed hits that we slowed down? It must be because of hits that we slowed down. I don't know. Well, let's go ahead and just be on the ball a little bit more, but I'm going to hold fire again. Let's get closer. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now let's see if we're there or not. We're just not catching up. We know where they're going to go too, right? That one, no. Oh god, it's going to be dark soon. Okay, what is it? Okay, yeah, open fire. We got to give it our best shot now. It's going to be dark soon, so. Okay, there's a hit. More of those, please. More of those. They should be slowing down. Ah, they slowed down a little bit, maybe. I think we're catching them. There's another hit. Ooh. Then we took a few hits. Well, this is going to be a just a nothing battle, I guess, in the end. We're going to cruise along, and there they are. Come on, open up. And we know that they're going to go north eventually. There's another hit. So let's just kind of preempt that. Let them get away. And now just wait for them to turn north. It's a wild guess, but I think they'll do the same thing again. They may be smarter than me. I don't know how the AI works, though. Maybe the AI has vision over me. No, they don't. No. Okay, well, that's probably that. Where would they go anyway? There's no place for them to go. They have no colonies here. In fact, if we did enough damage, we might have scuttled them or caused them to be interned in a neutral port, which, yeah, there is some British stuff in this area, so. Okay, go down to cruise and just cruise back to Boston. You've done well. As good as I could hope, I guess, with a bit of mismanagement on my part. Dead calm, which means we didn't have to worry about the wind too much anyway, but. So this was a draw. Wow. In fact, we actually edged them out by a small amount. Which shows that, you know, despite what looked like we were losing, we were actually doing pretty well. Now the question is whether that ship will be available for them anymore. I'm not sure. Because sometimes when my ships are damaged and I'm in enemy waters, you're interned. Or, you know, worst case scenarios, you're scuttled. Alright, so let's just... Man, come on. Okay, 3 centerline turrets. Now we're in business. Now we have our first Dreadnought. Okay, we'll accept this. They decline. I mean, what can you do? We'll decline this because we don't have any ships in the area, so we get less points taken away from ourselves for declining than we do if we accept. That is kind of funny, though. I guess we should move somebody over to this area. I mean, they actually have reasonable ships now. We can get there. Okay, well, who do we want to move? $46 to $33 here. We have to keep one here. I mean, it's going to be a long time. 1, 2, 3. It's going to be 3 to get anybody from the Caribbean over, but I guess that's what we have to do. So let's go ahead and move. All we need to do is stop them from being able to... Well, you know, what if we just roll the dice? Wow. Holy cow, we have 58 points to 0 in the Caribbean. Now, they only have 1 colony here, the Antilles. So maybe that's why we haven't invaded yet. Actually, I don't know how the invade mechanics works. I thought it was just a chance you can invade if you have the point ratio 3 to 1. And probably there's a minimum point. I mean, if you have 1 destroyer, I don't think you can invade. I think it requires at least a battleship. But we have 4. In fact, it's a little bit strange we invaded in Southeast Asia where we have 3, and we didn't invade in the Caribbean where they don't have anybody. So let's still shift some forces. Wait, how long until? Still a while. Yeah, so we definitely won't be building any more Minnesotas. Probably we won't be building any more O'Bannons now that they're kind of obsolete when we have 3 centerline turrets available to us. So we should lay down the next... I guess we should lay down the Dreadnought. What will this look like for us? I don't have the name. Damn it. I better wait until the next video to do this just because I can't remember the name of the Dreadnoughts that I'm going to be choosing from. But I guess if we wait 7 more months, we'll get up to 23,000, which will probably be better. How do we have, what do we have for 21,000? Let's go for faster battleships this time because we're going to have an advantage, so let's try to take advantage of that. Somebody was saying that the extended belt is actually a nice way to fake torpedo defense. I'm not sure. I doubted that, but it's another one of those people who is veterans. I think it was Yad Flanker. Can't remember. Anyways, 2, 2, 11, 11, 2.5. 2. Well, this is already doable. We could easily do this. In fact, we could do this and then some. 2.5, 2, might as well go to 12, might as well go to 12, 3, and that always stays at 2. Rounds per gun needs to go up significantly. Central firing, and yeah, actually I'm going to probably drop some other stuff. Now that, I mean, this is a little bit absurd, but I was doing that. Let's take this down to 5. I would like 26-inch guns. That's fantastic. Might as well put them in the casemates since... No, let's do turrets. We can afford turrets. Minus 43, that's fine. We can get this conning tower down. This down to 11.5. That's a lot of space. Okay, back to... The conning tower will be protected just because we have no other choice, no other place to dump these points. Yeah, we can't get really anything... Get higher turret top. Turret top will become more important eventually. So let's do that. And this looks like a nice design. It's a pretty nice design. I mean, I wish I could get better than 12-inch guns, but still, 6 12-inch guns, we're gonna... I mean, I thought about this before, obviously, the obvious... I was gonna say we could rule the waves. Well, we will actually rule the waves with this. Pun was not intended, but it's impossible to overlook. But we'll finish that later because I actually need to remember the ship design. So, sorry, the ship name, the template for the new class. Okay, enemy coastal raid. This is the one I will decline. Yes, I will always accept battle in support of land guard. They declined again. That's got to be a victory for us. Can you decline? I wonder if this is coded in that if you decline, it doesn't count as a defeat. Because it says French troops are resisting attacks by U.S. forces, but this just seems bizarre. That not only have we, maybe we need to pump some more forces in there as well. And that's what I forgot to do. It looks like the French left the west coast anyway, but, and there's nothing in the Caribbean. Boy, can we not have more than one? I know we can have more than one invasion going on at a time. So, speaking of, there it is. Fantastic. Active mine warfare, increased use of defensive minefields. Okay, if we have another combat near our coast, that could be useful. Battleship engagement. Absolutely, I think they'll decline. They did. So we're just kind of... This war's, I would say, landsliding out of control. And we're getting exactly what I hoped for, an early victory to kind of catapult us into a really good situation for the rest of this campaign. Which means, again, that we'll be able to do some kind of funky experimentations without a super large cost, without basically hurting our chances of winning. So we can really have our cake and eat it too, which would be really nice. And now our crews, what's more. Okay, so Antilles just fell immediately. They're still fighting on the outskirts, but we probably need to move... Oh, okay, well here we actually have a fight this time. Decatur and the Matthew Perry. Yeah, hopefully we win this one and our chances of getting that colony Annam go up. I have a feeling we're going to be up against an armored cruiser. Just have a feeling. A bad feeling about this. I got a bad feeling about this. That's not a transport, I'm sure. It is. It's an AMC. Okay, wow. What the heck is going on here? I'm just waiting to see what... Okay, there's a CL. It's probably also not a CL. Let's chase these guys down. Get that from AA. Good. I'm not losing track of these guys. I'm keeping my eye out for them. Okay, that's a goner. We're launching torpedoes. Probably unnecessary. Let's get to the Frommier. Let's get to the rest of the convoy. I'm assuming that ship is sinking. Yeah, we left the last one last time and she survived, but come on, that was... Let's just take a look. 3-inch, 8-inch, 8-inch, 3-inch, 3-inch, 8-inch, 2 8 inches, 3-inch, 3-inch, 3, 8, 3, and then a couple on the Frommier, a 3, and an 8. That is a lot of damage for an armored cruiser. That has no armor. Every one of those was hitting hard. So let's go back in. I guess we did not have the, what I was going to say, unfortunate situation of having to deal with. Okay, we need to get this destroyer while he's basically dead in the water. Okay, there's a few hits. Just go, oh god. That was pretty close. I saw one went up this way. Oh, there's the armored cruiser still kind of sticking around. Is that the armored cruiser? That's the destroyer. Okay. I've accidentally rammed into these guys before. I really hope we take out these destroyers, though. Oh, what the heck? We have support. The Amelia Earhart and the Paoli. Is that a name? Can't remember. Is that my name, or is that, I mean, is that the game's name, or is that somebody's name? I think it's got to be. I renamed them all, so it must be the game's name. They're going after this destroyer. You know what? Good. Let's force them that way. You're in poor shape, my dear friend. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. Actually, he could go all the way back to port. Looks like he's going to try. Oh, no, we got him. I'm going to let the other ones finish him off. Let's zip back down and see if we can ravage that armored merchant cruiser. Somewhere over here. Or if we catch up with the destroyer accidentally, that's equally okay with me. Probably something is going to happen. I mean, if the armored merchant cruiser was going to head to port, it would head this way. I don't think we're going to catch anything, though. So we'll move this way, and I mean, we surely would have gotten ahead of it. She must have been in poor shape, so we'll swing back out this way. Okay. Yeah, we missed her. She was... Well... The first of many incredulous sounds from Tortuga. We didn't sink any of those destroyers? How damaged was that one that we were just pummeling? Is this the repair? This is the Frommier. That's not even the... Come on. That's a... bullpucky, if you ask me. That's just incredible. It's a 500-ton ship. What kind of damage did this thing take, though? Let's just take a look. Yeah, this one only took 2 3-inch guns. Okay, so this is going to be the perfect time for me to call this episode to a close. I'm going to do so immediately. Thanks so much for watching. We'll continue this in the next episode. So we'll pick up, and hopefully that'll be the end of the war and the building of our first Dreadnought. So until then, thanks for watching, and take care.